Здравствуйте, this is HDCarrioner and welcome to my jet tutorial. I actually had a video with tips and tricks for jets, but I deleted because it was outdated. Also, I didn't want to make any tutorial because my channel is relatively small, so I didn't see the point doing that. Why I'm actually making this tutorial now? Well, basically because I was asked for that. In this, let's call it episode, I will show you how to dodge a stinger, hit seekers and other crap like that. So why my first tutorial is not about aiming or speed control, scissor roll. Basically because this involves completely different type of skill superiority. Let's start with Igla horse. First, I would suggest you to put on a headset because you will be able to hear a player locking on me and it will help you to separate the sound. Clips are 100% synchronized, so it is better than a countdown, but you will hear that there is a small delay in what I hear. This is because of the lag. It takes just one player on a server with shitty connection to have it, so in public games be prepared to have that a lot. After the patch, Igla can lock on much faster and on greater distance, with no below radar to save you, which is frustrating, especially when you're standing on a fucking ground. There are a few things that you will need to dodge rockets like a boss. I assume that you have a basic skills and know how to turn without crashing like some child of the corn. So what you actually need is some brain cells. You need those to locate the Igla core. You don't need an exact location, but the basic area where you assume he might be. In this example, Gizmo is in the middle of a desert. When you are locked, simply turn towards the shooter and turn on your afterburners. Don't fly too close or you will get hit by a Igla flying towards you. When it passes you, you will hear that typical whoosh sound. Keep on flying and it should explode behind you. Okay, fuck Gizmo, let's move to Elmo. Elmo is using the helicopter. He is one of those pilots that just love to interact with jets, even though he have no chance with a boss like me. So if you are in the middle of a dogfight, I suggest you to switch your attention to the helicopter. It calls prioritizing because you won't be able to finish your dogfight with 9% health. And as much as I know how you love to keep on rolling with the other jet, it is wise to keep on doing that closer to the helicopter. To dodge his rockets, you will use the same pattern that you used on Gizmo and his small dildo. The difference, except the fact that there are two rockets with 45% damage each, is the fact that they are not as aggressive as the Igla. This is where radar comes in handy. You can also use free look for better location. It doesn't matter how high Elmo is because you can pass him on the side, top or bottom. This is good for trolling because after a while the nerve impulses finally reaches his corn brain and he realizes that he can't do shit to you with his pea shooter. He resigns and tries to look for a different target, which is quite funny if you think about it. Now let's do the mix of hit seekers and laser. Okay, Elmo is mad. I just made a nemesis on him, so he swore that he will take me down before he rage quit no matter what. So he equipped a laser on his helicopter. He is a painting master. It is a good strategy because now the hit seekers fly a bit more aggressive, but still it is not enough for a boss like me. Well, actually I asked my friends to try taking me down for real, like in typical public game. So they are trying, and trying is a keyword here. I am using the extinguisher so I can install them with the ECM. I mentioned that because in a public games I use the ECM. Okay, we are almost done. What's left is the A gun and the Javelin. Since the Javelin is a bit different, I will leave that for last. So let's check out the A gun. By A gun I meant the mobile one, duh! Let's go back to Gizmo. So Gizmo is mad as well. His small dildo didn't work, so his stats are still 0 to 20. He is desperate to get that one kill, because then he will be able to tell the rest children of the corn.
Hey guys, you will not believe what just happened. I was able to dig down and check. Oh my god! You are my hero!
And this is why now he sits in his pussy wagon. Whoosh whoosh, we're good to go. Again. Locked. Yeah, sometimes one breaks through, but shit happens. Now the big dildo, or if you're in a tank, Dildo the Almighty. Gizmo and Elmo are actually squad mates, so they decide to use Softworm and Javelin combo. They are still unaware that you already saw this video, so you know how to dodge a Javelin. There are at least 3 ways. One of them I'm showing you right now. Just fly as far as you can using your afterburners. Sooner or later it will explode somewhere in the distance. But this technique is not my personal favorite, because you just don't want to die out of bounds, right? The second method is quite similar. Just fly straight like in method 1, and after a while make a turn around 90 degrees. And of course don't forget about the free look. Yeah, this one. It is quite helpful because you can see the rocket coming your way. Well, even though I wasn't able to see it now, believe me, you can.
Hey man, but how can I tell that it is Javelin, not a Stinger?
Well, people usually shoot right after they lock, so if you hear the long B before beep 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 beep, then in 90% cases it is a big dildo or Dildo the Almighty. This time when I used a free look, you can see the smoke of incoming missile in the top left side. So how long you have to fly straight before you make that 90-degree turn? I leave that decision to you, because keep in mind that you're the one flying that jet. But this time I'm gonna do it a bit sooner. Like now. Kablooey! The third method is actually quite similar to dodging hit seekers and stingers. So turn around towards the incoming missile once you're locked, and then do the same thing you did in method 1 or 2. So fly straight or fly straight and make a turn 90 degree. Pay attention to my radar. Jet icon disappears when I'm laser painted. Why I didn't show this method as first, or only this one? Because first you need to know the method 1 and or 2. Let's call it initiation step 3. Without step 1 and or 2 you will still die. Turning around won't do any difference when it's a Javelin. The only useful thing in this method is that you can see the rocket, and since it's slower you can tell it is a Javelin. Congratulations! Now you are king of the world. Well, actually you're not, but you know how to dodge a stinger. So use that to your advantage. Oh, and by the way, I do recommend to use the ECM right after the incoming missile passes you, because you just don't want to be too close when they shoot the next one. You can actually see that in this example.
Dude, what the fuck? You're base raping!
Well, actually I'm not, although I did shoot the infantry because they kept shooting with stingers, and I do not like that when I'm doing a dogfight. Well, actually in that game I was playing with my friends and I told them something like, "Hey guys, check me out, I will troll them and dodge some of their stingers." So I did. Okay guys, this video is coming to an end, so don't forget to rate. It would be much appreciated, because if you press that like, which doesn't cost you anything by the way, you are actually sharing it with others. Yes, you are. And of course, don't forget to comment and feel free to subscribe. So thanks for watching, and my business here is done. Das Vidania.